We're coming to you from Nqatha, formerly known as King Williamstown, where we're scheduled to speak with the provincial ANC here in the Eastern Cape on the issues of there was supposed to be a by-election, but it was cancelled due to an interdict that was launched by the Buffalo City ward councillor Ntombizodwa Gamnca, which she interdicted after she was expelled by Co-operative MEC Xolile Nqatha. To find out more, I'm now joined by the spokesperson, Mr. Loyiso Makashela. A very good day to you, sir. You expelled the councillor, now she has successfully interdicted it. Issues of step aside, where do they lie now?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon. I think in as far as the councillor concerned, the ANC has effected step aside on her. In actual fact, she was earlier suspended, and she's amongst the group that we submitted to the NEC for step aside purposes, and that has been effected. And the issue of her having appealed and having gone to court, and an order was granted in her favor against the ANC, we respect that order. However, we have then instructed the MEC for COCTA to take up the matter and see if that cannot be appealed, because we have a firm belief that regardless of the contents of the order, the councillor still remains a transgressor in as far as the law is concerned, in as far as the accusations that are labelled against her are concerned. So our stance here is that we have a case and we are not backing off. However, we respect the judiciary, we respect the law of South Africa in as far as the order is concerned. However, the MEC will come back and feed to us to say how far are they and what other legal recourse can be undertaken by the African National Congress. That's where we are now, but we are, to be frank, not happy that we couldn't go for by-elections there, because the continuous, leadership of the council in that space, it continues to haunt the people, it continues to hinder services to those people and ultimately improving the lives of those citizens for the better in that ward. So we believe that she honestly must go and give way to people with new ideas who will actually be the ones who respect the will of the people and ensuring that every other service that ANC is for is provided to those people without fail.
Speaking about services, another councillor appeared in court today who was out on a 3,000 bail, Mtetheleli Kolela, who's accused of laundering and fraud amounting to 1.2 million rand. What's your take on that?
This is really sad news for the African National Congress, where its public representatives all the time are found on the wrong side of the law. And we really would be, expressing our sad attitude to the public there of how our, public representatives conduct themselves. However, the guidelines, the policy of the ANC on step aside would also be, applied to the councillor in question, because you are saying he's accused of corruption, money laundering and all this, and he has been formally charged. Therefore, automatically, step aside will kick in and will ensure that all the due processes of law should be undertaken. And we condemn that in the strongest possible terms, the conduct of our public representatives, because once you represent the ANC is the leader of the society, and we expect everyone to be above board in terms of his ways of doing things and conducting himself in the public there, and respect what belongs to the public and do exactly what one has been elected to do, to service the people, not his or her interest. That one is a disappointing one, because we have not elected and sent people there, and they have not been elected by the communities to go and look after their interests. That's being selfish. That's not being a selfless leader. It's against the ANC policies. So we are therefore saying this one also falls into the category of the step aside, and the ANC DC will kick in immediately once that has been processed.